This is a 500-gallon reverse smoker.
Cool. Today on In the Wood Yard, I've got a load of wood. We're gonna go deliver it and we're gonna come back and we're gonna load up another one. Here we go. So yesterday I loaded up this load of wood at the end of the day because this morning I've got a delivery right away for 2 face cords here, and we're gonna go deliver that. And then when I get back there, we're gonna load up the truck with a single face cord of oak that is gonna be going to a customer that buys wood for a smoker. I'm gonna load that up, but I'm not gonna deliver it till the end of the day because I got all kinds of other stuff I have to do, but we're gonna do some deliveries today. So that is what's gonna happen. So let's go down the road and dump some wood. I am back from my delivery and I am sitting on some locusts. This is wood that I cut about 2 years ago. It's the last of that pile that I have, and one of my longtime Firewood customers wants it. So I'm going to load it up into the trailer. They want 1 face cord of this locust and they want 1 face cord of oak. This is going to a campground, one of the guys that buys wood all the time for me. And this delivery is not until tomorrow morning, but I'm going to load it now so that it's ready to go in the morning. And then the delivery that I have at the end of the day today is for a face cord of oak. And I'm gonna load into the truck when I get this done. And then when I get back from that delivery at the end of the day, I'm gonna load up the truck again because I got another face cord of oak delivery first thing in the morning that I'm gonna do before I do the load of this. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of juggling and planning out, when I'm gonna be doing my deliveries and getting it, pre-staged, so to speak, so that it's ready to go. So I just got back from this delivery. It was a 2 face cord dump you just saw. And I was talking with the guy, and I've sold wood to this guy for probably, 4 or 5 years now. Every year he gets 2 to 3 face cords. Sometimes he'll get 2 loads. So I was talking to him, and he was, it's the middle of the week and it's early in the day. And I said, "Oh, you off work today?" He says, "No." He says, "I haven't worked in a couple years now." And he might be 50. I don't think he's in his upper 40s. I said, "Really?" I said, "You retired already?" He says, "No." He said, I bounced out of remission. Here he's got cancer. He's got bone marrow cancer. And he said that about 2 years ago he wasn't feeling right when he got tested and his numbers were really bad. And he's been going through treatment, and he said last February he bounced out. He was doing really good for about 1.5 years. He bounced out of remission and he said his numbers were bad again. And he's on this medicine that costs $1,000 per pill. He has to take it every day. Can you imagine that? And then we were talking about life and stuff like that. His wife's got a good job, he said, luckily, and his insurance is really good, which they pay for most of his medical costs. But it goes to show you, he's in his upper 40s and he's fighting cancer right now. So it makes you think hard about what you're doing, and that you should do the things you want to do right now, not wait. Get busy right now, because life punches you in the gut sometimes. Really nice guy. I feel sorry for him. So anyway, start doing what you want to do today, because that's all you've got. Because yesterday is already gone and done. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to any of us. So get busy. I'm gonna load some wood right now. Here we go. There it is. A face cord of locust is in the trailer, or a third of a cord if that's how you like to say it. And now we're going to drive ahead and we're going to throw a face cord or a third of a cord of oak in. And then this load will be complete. Then I can park the trailer and put the next load on for tonight. So I'm gonna pull ahead up to the oak and I'm gonna load it up right now. So I pulled up by the oak I have over here, and this whole section right here in the next probably 3 days will be pretty much gone. At least this row, that row, and the next row over there, and maybe this one is just beyond there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 full cords just right here, but I think I'd like to get rid of these 3 on the outside edge, because then I can get to leveling off my back here where the berm was. I'm right now trying to get to where I can get rid of it. So anyway, we're gonna chuck this oak in right here. This is stuff that was cut last fall actually. This was all cut, but it was from barkless dead oak. So when I split it, it was probably 20-30% of it was dry already, and then a lot of the pieces that were not dry 100% were probably a good 50, 60, 70% dry, because the outside edge was all dry and just the inside was wet. So we're gonna get this all chucked in right now. How about we speed this thing up a little bit? So there it is. It is 2/3 of a cord total, or 2 face cords, if that's how you like to say it. One is of locust, and that is in the front and the bottom, and then I put the oak on top, and that is the stuff that was right here in this rack. So I just took the 1 row, which is a face cord, because this is a full cord. As you can see, there's 2 more rows here, and so then that'll just be sold to someone else. So what I did is I threw it all in here, and this is going to a guy that's it's for a campground, and he has a wall tent set up for deer hunting season, and this is the wood they're going to use to heat it. It's kind of, they call it their living room. During the deer hunting season, they sleep in the camp, and they got a wall tent set out there because there's a bunch of guys that come, and he said mainly they sit around and drink beer a lot. But what I did is I threw in a couple armfuls of cherry right here, which is what this stuff is right here. I threw that in because he's never had cherry before, and I know he's the kind of guy that would be willing to try it, and I think he would like it quite a bit. Tomorrow I've got a delivery to do in the morning for a guy that wants half of a face cord of cherry and half a face cord of pine, and that's for campfire wood also, because he said he would really like to try the cherry, because I told him about how nice it smells and how nice it burns, and he usually just gets pine, and he said for campfire they really like the smell of it and how easy it burns, and I said you might want to try some cherry. So he's going to try half and half, and that's for tomorrow. So after I get this disconnected, I'm going to go drive it up and park it, because this is for tomorrow morning. I'm going to bring the truck back here, and I'm going to put in the next row into the truck, because that is going to a guy that is doing an event this weekend for smoking, and I've sold to him before. He does out at a farm. It's in a pumpkin patch kind of thing where they have hundreds of people come, and he does ribs and stuff. He has a big smoker there, so we're gonna get to see that tonight. Yeah, I'm going there tonight, that's right. So we'll be there later today. So I'm gonna load that up next. So here we go. I'm back over at the pile of oak. We're gonna throw in a face cord, and then later today we're gonna deliver it. So now that it's October, it is definitely busy time for firewood. I'm getting lots of texts and calls. Once it gets to be a weekend, I get calls like crazy. It's nuts. And the problem is that there are some people that assume I'm just sitting here waiting for them to call, like, please call me, I'm ready. And they want their wood like right away. Like one guy called last night. He says, well, I really like to get it first thing in the morning. I said, well, I can't do that because I've got another delivery first thing in the morning, and I've got to work all day, and I can do it at the end of the day. He says, well, that's not going to work. I've got to work. I said, well, yeah, that's good. I said, so I can deliver it the next day in the morning. He says, well, but you got to come right away because I got to go to work. I said, well, you do know you could just leave money for me and I can dump her right where you want. He says, yeah, but I don't want it just sitting in the driveway all day. I said, well, it's not going to go anywhere. I said, a lot of people do that. They'll just leave money for me, and when you get home, it'll be there waiting for you. So I suppose that would work. I said, sure it will. So I had to convince him it was okay for Firewood to sit in his driveway for a few hours. So it's one of the guys I got to deliver to. He just assumed I was going to bring it like instantly, like right away. I need it now. I want it now. It's like a small child. I want my candy now. It's like, no, it doesn't always work that way. But if I'm available, I will bring it right away. But there's sometimes I just can't because I've got either other people scheduled or I've got other work to do, which is what I'm going to do as soon as I get this loaded. I got to go do a photography job for about the next, I don't know, 4 hours or so. And then after I get done with that, then I've got to do some editing right away for some work that's got to go out. And I think I got to do some framing of some photographs, 'cause that's my other business. When I get that done, then I'm going to go deliver this load at the very end of the day. So just want to make sure I get there before it starts to get dark. And then when I get back from doing this delivery, after I do this one, I've got to load up tomorrow morning's first delivery. And I'll probably end up doing that with a headlight in the dark. But I want to get it done because I have to be at the guy's house between 7 and 7:30 tomorrow morning because he's got to go to work. And he wants to get it taken care of right away. Plus I've got another delivery I have to go do that's a longer distance delivery, that one that I loaded just before this to the campground. So yeah, it's always interesting how people think that I'm just sitting here waiting for them to call, which I am, but jeez. This is not a McDonald's drive-thru. Okay, we're gonna speed this up now. So there's the load, and this is a bunch of kindling I'm gonna throw in. Grabbing an armful of it there so that he can get his smoker going. So I do that once in a while for good customers. I'll just, sometimes I bundle it, I wrap it. Sometimes I just grab an armful of it and stick it in right away when I get there. I'll put it up and say, here, I brought you some kindling, add some small stuff. So people appreciate that. So I think those little things like that make a big difference for a lot of people when you're delivering the wood. I think they really appreciate it. So there it is. Now this is going to be delivered probably about 6-7 hours from now at the end of the day. I got to go do a whole bunch of work in my other business. We're going to go deliver this next. You'll see that happening. And then we get back from that, then we're going to load it up with another load. So see you in a little bit. I am at my next delivery. I'm at Cuff Farms. That's where I am, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is Robert. And he is the partner of John, the guy you guys saw the last time they were doing the pig. It was like a 180-pound pig or something.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, well, they got a new little bit of a barbecue here. So tell me about this thing. How big is it?
This is a 500-gallon reverse smoker.
Cool.
So
how much time do you got into it?
Well, we only got one smoke in there, but it was about a 13-hour smoke last weekend.
Oh,
so
geez.
doing
Nice.
doing the pork butts for the last weekend, and then.
So do you still have work to do on it?
Yes, it's still a work in progress. We got some. We need to get the flooring down on the trailer, finish off getting the shelves squared away, and like some tweaking on the firebox. But it's a fully operational.
The firebox? Right?
Yep.
Oh, you got to be manly about. Oh, that's a big firebox. Holy smokes! You could put 2 bodies in there.
Yep, exactly. So yep. So some tweaking there, obviously the door and whatever. But yeah, for the most part, we just wanted to get her up and going for the pumpkin season here at Cuff Farms, and then we're going to do some little tweaks, as we go through, we're finding things that we can do to improve on it. And
so do your doors stay open when you flip them open?
Not yet, but
For now, you just gotta hold them.
yeah, for now we just got to hold them, but that's one of the things we're doing. Got the shells all pull out, both of these.
Nice.
So.
Did you have a warming box or anything, or not yet?
Not yet, no.
Are you doing that?
Yes.
A lot of them will have that, I noticed.
Yeah, we're gonna probably do something on top of the firebox there.
Yeah, this is
so.
So is this like a snowmobile trailer or something you started with? Or just a little 4x8 or? Well, it's got to be 6-footer, isn't it?
Yeah, it's honestly the exact dimensions escape me right now, but
Big enough is the answer.
it was big enough. That's right. That's all we needed. So yeah, no, she's exactly what we needed to get it all done.
Yeah, cool. You'll be able to. So, how much do you think you can get in there at a time? Like, how many pounds of meat?
Pounds of meat. Like I said, we haven't really tested it fully out, but I mean, we could probably do on those bottom shelves. We probably can do 5-6 butts a piece, plus probably 40 links on each of the upper shelves there.
Oh, I see you got a removable stack. That's a good idea.
Yep. Yep. The hope is to get it hinged so it can just kind of lay down for transportation, and then. But for now, that's what we got. So.
Yeah, nice. That is a big firebox. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
That's way bigger than the one I saw that other guy had. The guy that I delivered to, he had one that was probably half, not even half of that, and he had a 300 gallon.
Dang. All right.
But he said he gets the fire going with like 5 or 6 sticks.
Yep.
Once he gets it going, he said about every hour 1 stick.
There you go.
Was it every half hour?
Okay.
I don't know how. Do you know what rate this is yet, or you don't know yet? You haven't used it?
Yeah. Again, still trying to feel it out, but we're probably about 1-2 sticks maybe an hour once we get her going. So it's.
Well, that's quite the vent you got on there for the draft. Wow.
Yep, we got one on each side. So yeah,
nice.
she burns real nice.
Nice. Yeah.
So yep.
Good deal. Let's get your wood unloaded.
All right.
No, actually they didn't. I'm not sure what this was for, but we just kind of saw it and we're like, might as well just post up here, and they're like, yeah.
Last time I think you were.
Yeah,
well,
we were.
This corn was in here.
Yeah, this was last year was a squash field,
Oh, okay.
and we were up a little closer to the pines there.
Handling, where should I just sit?
Sitting on top of the firebox.
I just grabbed an armful of that because I figured you'd need some.
Yeah, no, appreciate that.
Throw it in a pile, or?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
We'll just keep talking. I'll try not to hit you too hard.
That's all right.
Usually a lot of people aren't handy at this.
Uh-huh.
I see they just kind of get in the way.
Yeah.
How many people do you figure you're going to have at this event?
Every weekend, we figure we're selling probably about, we'll sell about 100 sandwiches and then probably about 30 links. So.
But they get like a couple hundred people a day that come through, right? No more?
Yeah, they do it, I think they're Thursday through Sunday out here, so we're only out here Sundays.
Oh, really? So tomorrow you're not going to have food at all?
Nope.
It won't be done yet?
Yeah, no, we'll start Saturday mornings and then sell it Sunday. So we're trying to fit this in between our full-time jobs and whatnot.
Yep.
So
That's how I can do the firewood.
Yep.
Fit it in wherever I can.
yeah,
It'll grow and we'll see. You guys will do well.
yeah, hopefully we're.
Especially if we get back to doing public events like, the farmer market stuff and start doing Oktoberfest and stuff like that. And be able to go and...
That's our plan for next year, to get it in the farmer's market. We kind of had a lead on something for Oktoberfest this year, but obviously that didn't pan out.
Yep. My son used to be in Boy Scouts.
Okay.
And they had 2 pretty decent sized smokers. And he did briskets and they did sandwiches for a fundraiser.
Oh, nice.
They sold everything they had and made way better money doing that than any other fundraiser they ever did. And they did Oktoberfest. That was like 25 years ago.
Okay.
They donated the wood for it. That was my donation.
Nice. There you go.
started doing wood just because I like to do it. I had extra wood about 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And I thought, we're never going to use all that wood. You should sell some of it. Okay. I like 40 face cords. I put it out on Craigslist in less than 2 weeks. It was gone.
Oh, wow.
So I thought, well, I better do more of that. So
Yeah.
next year I get twice as much. The next year I do twice as much. The next year I do twice as much. And now I do 600 of these a year.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Where do you get all this wood from?
I buy truckloads from loggers.
Okay.
I couldn't keep up with the demand.
Yeah.
And so I was cutting on my land, my buddy's land, my dad's land, my brother's land, wherever I could get free wood.
Yeah.
And I couldn't keep up.
I believe it.
I started buying truckloads
Yeah.
from the loggers.
There you go.
It's expensive,
Yeah.
but I get a lot of wood. Last year I bought 12 truckloads.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. You want all this bark? Well,
I mean, yeah, we'll take it.
I just throw it right in the box, or
Yeah, that's great.
there's no fire in there now, is there?
No, no. Been dead for a week now.
Because it'll take off otherwise.
I don't need that. Perfect.
You have a lot of people like, hey, can I have all that? And I'll sweep it out.
There you go.
There you go. That's pretty much the big stuff.
Sweet.
I am back in the wood yard. It's starting to get dark out already, and so last delivery is done, but I've got one right away tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, and the guy wants half pine and half cherry. So I'm going to throw the pine in, and we're going to go over to the cherry, and we're going to load that up. So it's time to start wood chucking. That's where it was, and now it is in the truck. There it is. It's a face cord. Half of it is pine. I put that on the bottom, kind of up to the front, and then the cherry is on top, kind of to the back, because that's what the guy wanted. So there it is. And tomorrow morning, right away, 7 o'clock, 7:30, I think I'm supposed to be there. That's when I'm going to deliver this load. So you got to come back tomorrow to see where this is going. And then tomorrow, we're going to deliver to the campground, and then I think I got another full cord or something like that. I think I got 2 big loads with the trailer, and then I think I got another single like this going. I'm not sure. I'll have to look at my slips, but at least 3 or 4 deliveries tomorrow. So Uncle Benjamin is coming home. So tomorrow, you should come back. But between now and then, I'd like it if you'd poke some buttons, hit the like, the subscribe, the share, all that good stuff, and then that would be cool. And then tomorrow, come on back. Between now and then, get outside, get cutting. Good night, Irene.